To evacuate the building, please use this mark to evacuate the exits. Should there be an additional return to checking rooms and closed belongings, such as the advised to remove jewelry, rules of bread, and access to the rooms themselves. Swimmers are also reminded that they must be dry and wearing shoes when they leave the area. In particular, swimmers must be dry, dressed, and wearing shoes when they leave the changing rooms. Swimmers are not permitted to sit at the balcony when not swimming. So, photography, ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of fair play, we ask you to switch off all mobile phones and pages. If you want to activate the start of the race, it's difficult to access the swimmers and officials. We also ask for complete silence and no factors of being when the swimmers are sitting to the lock. Please wait until the exit surface after the race before using the flash. Thank you for your cooperation. Just a quick reminder as well, in keeping with wave power swimming, there is no use of mobile telephones in changing stage, and there is no exceptions rule. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your referees and their team of officials to the poolside. Here we can give a big round of applause. Great, so we would like to introduce you to your referees for this next session. Introducing Jane Miller from Portsmouth North Sea, John Tripp from Hart, and Maya Farmer from Hart. And your starter today is Dave Lauder from the City of Southampton. Thank you very much.
Officials, you can take your places. We will get these relays. Next session is session 8, obviously, so a whole set of relays for you. 3 different types of relays for your delectation this afternoon. Starting off with the 4x100 metre medley relay. Second, 4x50 freestyle relay. Third event, the 4x200 freestyle. So the first relay is a medley relay, so for the uninitiated, there's backstroke start, pressure stroke, butterfly freestyle. These, as I say, are 4x100 metres, so 2 exits full of each stroke, with the teams lined up at the start end. We have 3 exits, which we'll get to. Okay, there'll be a brief pause. We realise the starters of the machines have the battery, so we need to swap them around. Because the starting machine, the starter, yes, the starters ran out of battery, despite feeding One second medal is up for grabs in each of these events. So the first medley relay is an open event, so all ages, all teams. The second set of medleys are 16 and under. And again, one set of medals for the top three winning teams. And the last set of relays fought by 200 are also open events, so there will be three medals up for grabs. It's going to be loud and shouty. There are some really fast times. It's going to be competitive. Watching those starts, some retention starts. We're watching the takeovers like hawks. But anything goes when it comes to this. Okay, we have power back. So okay, so the first event then is event 421. So the women's 4x100 medley relay, swum 3 heats, heat 1 referee. So on the way then, the backstroke leg. 4 swimmers in the pool. Erin Gott representing Ferrum Nomads 18. Jennifer Brossier representing Golden Waves. Veronica Spankalova representing Eastleigh in lane 5. And in lane 6 representing Bassett JSF, Millie Larkham. So 4x100 metre medley. So Bassett JSF, first to turn. Golden Waves second now. Entry time to these teams just over 5 minutes. So Bassett JSF going really strongly, going to be first into the first takeover. So watching them like hawks. Second then, Golden Waves. So that's now a good all from Golden Waves. Taking over third, Eastleigh swimmer Ella Scott. And last into the pool, Ferrum Nomads team Emily Bland. 100 metres breaststroke. Bassett JSF still leading, but only second innings. Now Golden Waves and Goodall is catching up. 3 seconds behind them, Ella Scott from Eastleigh. 3 seconds behind them, Emily Bland, Ferrum Nomads. So approaching the halfway point, actually coming back together by the looks of it. Bassett JSF being caught by Golden Waves. Coming up fast between them there is Hannah Goodall from Eastleigh. Those three teams coming into the halfway point very, very close together. So Sophie Fryatt holding on to the lead just there from Bassett Harrison. Wilden Waves actually got the touch. So those three teams now are neck and neck. Halfway, 100 metres freestyle, leading the way then is Ellie Mitziolek from Eastleigh. Second in the pool is Mia Preston from Bassett Harrison. Evelyn Ivanoff from Wilden Waves. Third in the fourth in the pool then is Ottilie Reynolds swimming for Fareham. Wilden Waves leading there. That's Evelyn Ivanoff. Very strong fly swim from her. Ellie Mitziolek from Eastleigh. Those two teams breaking away from Bassett now. Really competitive for Wilden Waves. Swim out there, fantastic swim from her. Evelyn Ivanoff. It's going to have a 4 or 5 metre advantage going into the final leg. A very strong marker there, great swim from Evelyn. So Wilden Waves first to the last leg, Eastleigh closely following, Bassett JSF on their toes, and actually Fareham coming back quite hard, also in lane 3. The Wilden Waves team, Eloise Dodman, is a very strong swimmer, being out in front. So 50 metres to go. Eloise Dodman has a comfortable advantage there, a 6-second advantage. Surely can't lose that. Jessica Innes from Eastleigh. There's a couple of seconds now on Isabel Saunders. Sorry. Isabel Saunders from Bassett JSF. Holly Bennett going hard for Fareham, but a fantastic swim for the Wilden Waves team. Eloise Dodman, 5:01. Finishing time 5:05. Oh, really close finish in the end, so fantastic swims there. Heat 2, referee.
So in the pool, lane number 1 from Robson Tottenham is Anna Ray. So the second wave of swimmers are all in. It was Ella Head who touched first for half swimming club in that first leg. In the pool we now have for Roxy and Thompson is Amelia Lambert. Portsmouth Norsey is Eleanor Wooden. For Eastleigh, Lily Shaw. Admiral Waterlooville, Emily Bryant. For Rushmore Royals, Maisie Brown. For half swimming club is Lily Richards. For Bastow Bluefins, Lucy Golding. And for Admiral Waterlooville is Edie Swandell. So Eleanor Wooden from Portsmouth Norsey is really taking this leg out. Butterfly leg. So Portsmouth, Hampton, Waterlooville and then Hart were out top three at that halfway mark. In the water, so the butterfly leg for Roxy and Toto is Chloe Nash. Cleo Houghton for Portsmouth Norsey. Alana Maddock, Eastleigh. Ariana Reid, Hampton, Waterlooville. Ava Trustwell, Rushmore Royals. Anna Vanstone for Hart. And Rebecca Johnston for Bastow Bluefins. It's Portsmouth, Norsey and Hampton and Waterlooville, so they've gone 1 and 2. Rushmore have come back into third place, and Hart have gone down to fourth. And they too, Portsmouth looking strong at the moment. But Ariana Reid from Hampton and Waterlooville is trying to have something to say about it as they go into the final changeover. As all of those swimmers safely navigate their way into the water for the freestyle leg. So in lane number 1 for Roxy and Toto, we got Emily Nash. In lane number 2 for Norsey, Matilda Bassendale. Lane number 3 for Eastleigh is Victoria Brown. In 4, Hampton Waterlooville is Sophie Painter-Hart. 5 for Rushmore Royals, Amelia Caldercock. And 6 for Hart is Amy Jones. And 7 for Bastow Bluefins is Elizabeth Dudman. And it's Portsmouth, Matilda Bassendale, who has turned first there. And it looks like it's going to be Matilda Bassendale for Portsmouth Norsey. They're going to touch the wall first. And then Sophie Painter-Hart for Hampton Waterlooville. She's going to touch second. Rushmore Royals, they look at this is going to be good for third. That's Amelia Caldercock. She's going to touch third. And Bastow Bluefins in fourth. And Eastleigh fifth, Hart sixth.
Heat 3, referee. So in lane 1, Winchester City Penguins. In 2, Rushmore Royals. 3 Southampton, 4 Beausejour Barracuda, 5 Winchester City 18, 6 Portsmouth North Sea, 7 Tigers Jersey, and 8 City of Southampton B2. So your first swimmers in the pool, Isabella Knight from Winchester, Edith Hamilton from Rushmore Royals, Freya Long from Southampton, Tatiana Tostevin from Beausejour Barracudas, Matilda Pitch from Winchester City, Darcy Smith from Portsmouth North Sea, Elsa Dodge from Tigers Jersey, and Liberty Gordon from Southampton. Now they're already fast coming back. Strong twins to 4 and 6, names 4 and 6, currently leading the way. So it's Darcy Smith from Portsmouth, ahead of Tatiana Tostevin, Beausejour Barracudas. So those are the first 2 swimmers into the pool. The fastest time of the previous heat was 4:38.41. Both these teams have that time or faster on the board, but breaststroke leg out in front of us. So we have Ida Perry from Winchester, Jasmine Andrews from Rushmore Royals, Grace Iverson from Southampton, Oriana Wheeler from Beausejour Barracudas, Iola Bellinger from Winchester, Emily King from Portsmouth, Elizabeth Grant from Tigers Jersey, and Maya Paulus from Southampton. So Beausejour Barracudas at first now, ahead of Portsmouth, ahead of Winchester City. With strong breaststroke leg from Oriana Wheeler in lane 4. Pulling ahead of Portsmouth and of Winchester. Oriana Wheeler looking really, really strong in the middle of the pool. So Beausejour Barracudas are the first at the halfway point. Winchester second. Third, just Rushmore Royals, they're coming up on the outside. Fourth, Portsmouth. The breaststroke swimmers there. Carly Rafael Moreira from Winchester City BT. We have Sophie Duckworth from Rushmore Royals. Mia Bursland from Southampton. Beausejour Barracudas have Orla Raby. Megan Thorpe from Winchester City. Maisie King from Portsmouth North Sea. Erin Goodbody from Tigers Jersey and Alexandra from City of Southampton. So Beausejour Barracudas ahead of Winchester City. Third now Rushmore Royals. Rosie on 1, 2 and 3. Beausejour Barracudas looking very, very strong. In lane 4, a 10-metre lead over the rest of the field. Very fine looking swim there from Orla Raby. A comfortable lead. Second and third, all to play for, I think. Winchester just going in ahead of Rushmore Royals and Portsmouth. A close fourth. Molly Staples has already turned. So Beausejour Barracudas in the lead. Second, Skyleton Burrows. 7 or 8 seconds behind. Emily Bissick from Winchester now in third. Neck and neck with Rosa Bryan from Portsmouth. It's going to be very, very close, but no one's going to catch Beausejour Barracudas. Molly Staples absolutely crushing it here. Beausejour Barracudas, a fantastic time. 4:25. On the touch. Second and third between Rushmore and maybe Portsmouth with Rushmore. Skyleton Burrows there takes it second. Portsmouth coming out. Very good. Third. Winchester 4. So those will be your medalists. I'm sure we'll get those confirmed shortly. That's Beausejour Barracudas, Rushmore Royals and Portsmouth. Your 1, 2 and 3.
Moving on to the men's 4x100 metres medley relay. This will be swung over 3 heats. Heat number 1 and 3. In lane number 3 is Loxley's Swim Squad, lane number 4 Hampton Waterlooville B, and lane number 5 is Romsey Tottenham A. In the ball for Loxley is Sam Kent, for Hampton Waterlooville is Elliot Patterson, and for Romsey Tottenham is Harry Collins. Their breaststroke next, so we've got for Loxley Swim in lane 3 is Harry Sharp, Hampton Waterlooville in lane 4 is Oliver Drew, and Romsey Tottenham, Alexander Demed. Just over 3 tenths separating 32 in this heat. Still nothing between these two teams up front. They're still separated by only 3 tenths going into the butterfly lane. And in the water for Loxley Swim Squad we have Matthew Crane, and for Hampton Waterlooville is Otis Bear, and Romsey Tottenham, Oscar Ravenscroft. As Hampton Waterlooville, they've really taken this leg out to open up a lead, 2:57.4, turning about 50 metres in the butterfly. 6 seconds they've opened up over 50 metres.
Okay, I have the result to be able to confirm for the first relay. So this is the women's 4x100 medley relay. You can confirm that your bronze medalists are Portsmouth North Sea 18 with Darcy Smith, Emily King, Maisie King and Rose O'Brien. Your silver medalists were Rushmore Royals 18, Edith Hamilton, Jasmine Andrews, Sophie Duckworth and Sky Austin Burrows. And your gold medalist in 2026 Hampshire County Champions, the Bows de Jour Barracudas 18, Tatiana Tostovin, Oriana Wheeler, Orla Raby and Molly Staples.
Just have a notice please, can we ask the coaches and swimmers who are cheering on the people in the pool, please can you leave enough space for the officials to be able to walk down the side of the pool as well. So please just take a step back so the officials can ensure that there is a fair race in the pool. So swimmers on their way back now in the freestyle leg. Nathan Paul for Roxy Swimsport. We've got Luke Cameron. For Hampton Waterlooville is Jacob Pennell, and for Roxy and Tottenham is Edward Greenaway. But Hampton Waterlooville, after a very tight first half of the race, they have really run away with this heat. Jacob Pennell has closed out, finishing in 4:32.14. And I think it's going to be Romsey, they're going to hang on for second place, 4:46.9, and Romsey, 4:50.83.
Two, referee. Okay, so your veterans in this in lane 1 we have Easter Swing Club represented by James Mitchell. In 2, KCK representing Winchester City B2. In 3, Jamie Reader representing Fair Romance 18. In 4, Cameron Lee representing Bowes Your Barracudas 18. 5, Raoul Di Gregorio representing Rushmore Royals 18. 6, Cameron Robinson representing Basingstoke Bluefins. And 7, Oliver Goddard representing the Heart. So we're all the way back now. Raoul Di Gregorio is the first to turn for Rushmore. It's going to be pretty tight though. Two teams there, neck and neck. It's Rushmore and Basingstoke. Basingstoke just get the touch there. Cameron Robinson, Raoul Di Gregorio. 3rd, Cameron Lee there for Bowes Your Barracudas. So in the pool now we have Toby Fenton representing Eastley in lane 1. In lane 2 representing Winchester City is George Barfield. In 3, William Atwood representing Fair Romance. 4, Garrett Dixon representing Bowes Your Barracudas. 5, Kieran Howland representing Rushmore. 6, Cameron Maston representing Basingstoke. And 8, James Payne representing Hart. So Cameron Maston first to turn. Garrett Dixon for Bowes Your second. William Atwood and Kieran Howland right on their tails now. So Cameron Maston from Basingstoke leading the way on breaststroke. Very powerful breaststroker. 25 metres to go. Trying to pull out a bit of a lead. The others very much on his tail. Going really well in lane 3 is William Atwood. William's a gold medalist at the 100 breaststroke. And the second into turn, so that's Farron team. 3rd, Garrett Dixon from Bowes Your Barracudas. 4th is the Rushmore Royals, and 5th, very close behind them now, is George Barfield. Butterfly leg now. Okay, so we have Jacob Strutek from Jersey in lane 1. Into that, that's Oliver Rutherford from Eastley in lane 1. George Brown from Winchester in 2. Ryan Salmon from Fareham in 3. Spike Jinks from Bowes Your Barracudas in 4. Leo Nichols from Rushmore in 5. Reece Catby from Basingstoke 6, and Thomas Ward Martin 7. Now Basingstoke holding on to their lead, going into the final 100. It's going to be hard to beat that. It's a 10-metre lead. Both of your Barracudas now just pulling slightly ahead of Fareham, who are third in the pool at this moment. Daisy's made just turn. Hearts are jumped in the water. So final leg. Benjamin Rivas from Grimsby, Elliot Latham from Winchester, Max Wills from Fareham, Bailey Crossland from Bosa Draw, Joshua Edge from Rushmore, Daniel Circuit from Basingstoke, and Ollie Lovett. So Daniel Circuit here, 14 years old from Basingstoke, is going to bring them home miles ahead of everyone else. That's the time 4:16. You never know that. That's going to be one to beat. Second 4:23 from both of your Barracudas. And third just behind Max Willis. Fareham very close. In third place there, 4:24.86.
Heat number 3, referee. In lane 1 for Tigers Jersey is Jack Militis. In lane 2 for Portsmouth North TB is Daniel Wass. In lane 3 for Winchester City A is Griffin Thomas. In lane 4 for City of Southampton A, Alexander Calvapor. In lane 5 for Portsmouth North A is Zeb Stevenson. In lane 6 for Basingstoke Bluefins is Bradley Harper. In lane 7 for Waterloo is Zach Baker. In lane 8 for City of Southampton B is Joshua Beechworth. So the quickest time from that previous heat is 4:16.26. That's actually the time to beat. The City of Southampton have taken out a very marginal early lead, but it's very tight across the ball. 2, 5, 6 and 7 touching very close to each other. So first of all, City of Southampton. In the water now in lane number 1 for Tigers is Daniel Papworth. In lane 2, Portsmouth North CB is Harry Mack. In 3, Winchester City A is Miles Leather. In 4 for City Southampton A is Oliver Bright. In 5 for Portsmouth North C A is Lucas Lovell. In 6 for Basingstoke Bluefins A is Pyrus Donnelly. In 7 for Waterloo A is Oliver Fremantle. And in 8 for City Southampton B is Oliver Wilcox. So Portsmouth at the moment in 1 and 2. Still a long way to go. So Lucas Lovell from Portsmouth has opened up a lead of about a body length on his teammate in lane number 2. So Portsmouth into the water 1 and 2 for his third leg, followed by Basingstoke Bluefins. So in the water in lane 1 we have Jacob Stretiak. In lane 2 for Portsmouth North CP is Andrew Noakes. In 3, Winchester City is Romel Morowakarela. In 4, City Southampton A It's William Robinson. In 5, Portsmouth North A is Jack Stoneman. In 6, for Basingstoke Bluepins is Oliver Smith. In 7, Hampton Waterlooville, Aidan Downey. And in 8, the City Southampton B is Matthew Lowther. So Portsmouth still 1 and 2 in the turn of that butterfly leg. Basingstoke trying to keep tabs on the swimmer in lane number 5 from Portsmouth. So it's Portsmouth, they into the water first. 3 seconds behind them, we've got Portsmouth is Basingstoke Bluepins, and then Portsmouth now, they're beating on that 3rd place. In the water for Tigers jerseys, Luke Fleming. Portsmouth North CP is Adam McCauley-White. Winchester City, Matthew Stewart. City Southampton A is Damien Project-Gregier. In 5, Portsmouth North A is Jack Boone-Rudd. In 6, Basingstoke Bluepins is Oliver Petra. In 7, Hampton Waterlooville is Misha Koleshnikov. And in 8, City Southampton B is Connor Walker. And it looks like Jack Boone-Rudd, he's going to bring this home for Portsmouth, And Basingstoke Bluepins, they're going to touch the ball in 2nd. And City of Southampton call it back to take 3rd. Very closely followed by Portsmouth B. So the first winning time, 4:01.62, we'll wait for that to be verified.
Event 423, this is the girls 4x50 freestyle relay, swim in 3 heats, heat 1 and 3. Moxie swim squad A and 2, Hammer Aquatics A and 3, Romsey and Tottenham A and 4, Eastleigh A and 5, Bassett JSF in 6. Moxie first at turn, second for Eastleigh, 3rd for Romsey. So in the pool, Ellie Hatherley in 2, Arabella Baines in 3, Emily Nash 4, Bobby Bond 5, and Esme Brown in 6. The halfway point of this fast relay is going to be the Loxley Swim Squad. Just ahead of Eastleigh in 2nd and 3rd into the pool is Romsey and Tottenham. So in the pool now, Lucia Edwards in 2, Bella Holden in 3, Verity Radford in 4, Beatrice South in 5, and Taya Hyatt in 6. Loxley holding on to that first place at the moment. Now 3 seconds ahead of Eastleigh, who are still ahead of Romsey. They've managed to keep that shape throughout this race so far. Ella Harrison in 2, Lily Hart in 3, Totty and Totty. The handball team, Bassett and Jameson.
He's number 2, referee. Lane number 1 is Andover Swimming Club, and in the pool is Annabelle Frost. Lane number 2, Rushmore Royals, and Tatiana Sorfner Rodriguez. Lane number 3, Portsmouth North Sea B, Cleo Houghton. Lane number 4, Wilden Waves A, Evelyn Ivanov. Lane 5, Winchester C, B, that's Emma Price. Lane 6, Greystone Bluefins B, Olivia Thomas. Lane 7, Fair Nomad A, Amy Young. And lane number 8, Hampton Waterlooville B, Charlotte Walker. Lane number 1, we've got Andover, and that's Scarlett Rose Sherlock. Lane 2, Rushmore Royals, Isla Fletcher. Lane 3, Portsmouth North Sea B, Rose Sanders. Lane 4, Wilden Waves, Emily Stodman. 5, Winchester City B, Isabella Legato. 6, Greystone Bluefins B, Alison Moran. 7, Fair Nomad A, Tony Reynolds. And 8, Waterlooville, Molly Gover. It's still looking like Portsmouth North Sea B. You're in the lead, but Winchester are going to have something to say about this. It's something from Winchester City coming in lane 5. I think Portsmouth just going to have this on the touch. Wow.
Heat 3, referee. Okay, so in lane 1 we have Rushmore Royals, so Isabella Maffei. 2, Eden Lewitt from Southampton. 3, Matilda Biggs from Winchester. 4, Darcy Smith from Portsmouth. 5, Freya Berry from Basingstoke. 6, Amy Raj from Hampton Waterlooville. 7, Hannah Vanstone from Hart. And 8, Sarah Beale from Southampton.
So now coming back the other way for these teams. In 1, Rushmore Royals is Daisy Hibbert. 2, City of Southampton, Mila Quillen. In 3, Winchester City is Yoga Bellinger. In 4, it's Rosa Brin, Portsmouth North Sea. In 5, it's Ava Wynn, Basingstoke Bluefins. 6, Edie Swindle, Hampton Waterlooville. Emily Paul for Hart. In 7, and Melissa Cadencia for City of Southampton B.
So first to take over, Portsmouth there. So the third leg is underway. Portsmouth in the pool, ahead of Basingstoke, ahead of Winchester. Amy Bellamy in 1, Maya Paulus in 2, Olivia Atkins in 3, Valeria Selstrom 4,
And it's lane 4, Portsmouth North Sea, so they get to take over first, going into the final leg. But really close between lanes 3 and 5, that's Winchester City and Basingstoke Bluefinch. In the water on this final leg, taking you back in lane 1, Gemma Price, Portsmouth Royals, Emily Laird, City Southampton, Anna Perry, Winchester City, Matilda Pascal, Portsmouth North Sea, Ava Herman up into their Bluefinch, Ariana Reid from Hampton Waterlooville, Ella Head Hart, and Ella Potter for City Southampton.
Leading the way there, Portsmouth North Sea first to touch, Winchester City second, and Basingstoke Bluefinch third. So there are your 1, 2 and 3. Those are all 3 fast in the previous heat. Those will be your enemies to will confirm those soon. Next event, event 424, the open male, 16 and under, 4x50 metre freestyle relay. So in 3 heats, heat 1, referee. Sam Kent, for Andover in lane 4, Oscar Gaylor, in 5 representing Eastleigh, Caleb Whittaker, and in lane 6, Gosport Dolphins.
As Loxley's swim squad, they are taking out a good lead at the beginning of this first leg. They're going to touch the ball first, send their swimmer back, so for Loxley that's Harry Sharp is going back in lane number 3 for them. Then for Andover we've got Toby Waite, and for Eastleigh, Evan Willoughby.
The disqualification announcement event 423, heat 2, lane 8 will disqualified for a technical infraction. That's event 423, heat 2, lane 8 disqualified for a technical infraction. So all squads back in the pool. Head back now, Leo Hewitt for Loxheath in 3. Artis Rimwas in 4. For Andover, Alistair Taylor in 5 for Eastleigh, and swimming for Gosport in lane 6.
So Arthur Rimwas of Andover, he's had his head down all the way down here, and he's managed to take a lead going into this final leg. So it's lane 4 into first, and followed by lane number 3. So for Andover, we've got Leo Walker-Lloyd. In 3 for Loxley Swim Squad is Luke Cameron, and in 5 for Eastleigh is Alexander Scott.
Andover retaining this lead, going all the way down the final leg. 10 metres to go, not going to be beaten. That's it, for Andover there, Leo Walker-Lloyd is first to touch. Luke Cameron from Loxley Squad is second. Third, Alex Scott there from Eastleigh. Heat 2, referee. Fenton Veer for Hampton Waterlooville, and 2 Leonardo Badea for Eastleigh. 3 Sullivan Cook for Basingstoke Bluefinch. 4 Noah Hamlet from Fern Nomads. 5 Lewis Speaky for Southampton. 6 Hamlet Quatters Joseph Torrell. 7 Barnaby Watson for Tigers, and 8 Callum Wilding for Winchester City.
So lane 5 taken out of Thompson. 2, Benjamin Sinton. 3, Oliver Hall. 4, Robert Harris. 5, 6 is Arthur Elkham. 6, Rory Matthews. 7, Ibrahim Khan. And 8, Hamza Abdomanium.
So Southampton East leads changing within 1/100th of a second. It's going to be really, really tight. We're still going to remain at halfway. We've got lanes 3 and lanes 5. So lane 5 is going to first touch. Southampton ahead of Basingstoke Bluefins, Eastleigh, and then Hamlet Aquatics. Really tight. In the water, Harrison Woodsley, John McGarris, James Wright, Ryan Salmon, Anthony Nala, Henry Precaution Stevenson, Renzo Young.
So this is very tight. Eastleigh just bring it back in lane number 2. There's 4 teams, 5, 6, 2 and 3, all turning at the same time as the swimmers go into the water. So in the water in lane 1, Elliot Patterson. 2, Lawrence Mann. 3, Henry Arnold. 4, William Atwood. 5, Arnold Mushari. 6, Patrick Houlihan. 7, Jack Militis. 8, Quithla Whittaker.
So really, really close. These 3 and 5 look like they're going to be fighting out for the gold. Sort of, not gold, sorry, but a heat win here. William Atwood there coming in for Ferrum, ahead of Patrick Houlihan from Hamlet Aquatics. 1, 2 and 3 goes to Eastleigh in the end. That's 1, 2 and 3 times there. 1:48, 1:59, 1:50. Keep an eye on those times. Heat 3, referee. In 1, Ariel Marisarelli from Hart, Zachary Baden from Beausejour, Henry Parker from Southampton, Cameron Masson, Basingstoke, Seth Stevenson, Portsmouth, Misha Kalishnikov from Hampton Waterloo, Casey Kay from Winchester, Oaken Carter from Portsmouth.
And it's Misha from Hampton Waterloo who's taking out an early lead, and they're going to turn first in lane number 6, 5, 3, 4. Into the water now, lane number 1, Owen Channing. 2, Lewis Morocco. 3, Oliver Dabowski. 4, Ridon Bowman. 5, Andrew Nose. 6, Jacob Mennel. 7, Elliot Lapham. And 8, Leon Poland.
Lane 5 leading the way at this point in time. That's Andrew Noakes from Portsmouth. Second in the pool there, Richard Bowman from Rushmore. First, second, third, Jacob Pennell from Hampton Waterloo. Well, there you go, 1, 2 and 3 at this point in the race. James Payne, Cooper Robertson, Mitchell Rolls, Oliver Berry, Jack Stoneman, Otis Fear, Henry Chinneneal and Jacob Ewings in the water.
So it's Portsmouth Northsea now. They've got a very determined leg. This third leg, and they're going to touch first again, going into the final leg. And then in lane 4, it's Basingstoke Bluefins touching second. Get all these swimmers into the water. So in the water at the moment, we've got Thomas Vaughan, Henry Bolton, Damien Whittaker, Patrick Krieger, Ethan Andrews, Ben Mose, Aidan Downey, George Brown and Henry Armstrong.
Finn Mose leading the way at lane 5, determined not to be caught by the people chasing down. Fantastic swim there from Finn, very well done. 4 is going to be Ethan Andrews from Basingstoke. 3rd, Damien Patrick Kruger. Some fast finishing there, so that's 1:40, 1:43, 1:44. So those will be your 1, 2 and 3. It's Portsmouth, Northsea, Basingstoke and the city of Southampton. Right, take a breath, everybody. Take a breath. Fast racing there. The next event is event 425. This is the women's 800 metre freestyle relay. Swum in 2 heats, heat 1, referee. Okay, so swimming for Ferrum Nomads in lane 2, Holly Bennett. In 3, swimming for Rushmore Royals, Edith Hamilton. In 4, swimming for City of Southampton, Grace Iverson. In 5, swimming for Winchester City Penguins, Evie Sheriff Lee. And in 6, swimming for Hammond Waterlooville, Angel Courage. So these are the first of your 4x200. Closest as we expect, Winchester just turning first there ahead of Southampton, ahead of Rushmore. We'll keep a close eye on that as the race goes. The results will give you event 422. So we've got the results then of the event 422. This is the men's 400 metre medley relay. All your bronze medalists are City of Southampton 80. That's Alex Calverboa, Oliver Blight, William Robinson, Damien Fracture-Krieger. Silver medalists are Basingstoke Bluefields 80, Bradley Harper, Piers Donnelly, Oliver Smith and Oliver Petra. And gold and the 2026 Hampshire County champions are Portsmouth Northsea 18, Zeb Stevenson, Lucas Lovell, Jack Stoneman and Jack Booth Rudd. So congratulations to them, winning time of 4 minutes 1.62. So first leg, there you go, that is Elsie Sheriff Lee from Winchester. Second in the water, Grace Iverson from City of Southampton. And third at this point in time is Rushmore Royals. So those new swimmers in the water, you have Ottilie Reynolds from Fareham, Isabella Matthew from Rushmore, Freya Long from Southampton, Diana Bolton from Winchester and Sophie Borgos from Hampton Waterloo. I also have the results of event 43 in front of me. So these are your medalists. In bronze, the Basingstoke Bluefields 18, Freya Berry, Ava Wynne, Clara Moran and Ava Herman Grant. The silver medalists are Winchester City Penguins 18, Matilda Biggs, Iola Bellinger, Olivia Atkinson and Ida Perry. And gold and the Hampshire County champions for 2026 are Portsmouth Northsea 18, Darcy Smith, Rose O'Brien, Valeria Stelska and Matilda Bastendown, a winning time of 1 minute 53.43. So City Southampton now in lead ahead of Winchester, ahead of Rushmore. Halfway through the second leg, approaching the halfway point of the race. Those two teams actually very close together, so Southampton and Winchester both approaching the halfway point together. Some way ahead now of Rushmore. First in is Southampton, second Winchester, all still to play for with 400 metres remaining. Ottilie Reynolds coming in here from Fareham, ready for handing over to Leah Davis, who's in the water now on leg 3. So Southampton retaining a little bit of an edge over Winchester here, but maybe a body length at most, and Rushmore actually catching up. So 100 metres to go in leg 3. I think it's all still to play for here in this first, remember this is the first 2 heats. So Winchester coming up right now, really close, back together. Southampton, Winchester, Rushmore about 10 metres behind, but it won't necessarily stay that way. So Southampton going out hard now in the final 4th leg. So in the water we have Sophia Avery for Southampton, Martina Cambruzzi from Winchester, Amelia Colbicott from Rushmore. Fairham now approaching their final transition as Mia Davies finishing her leg, handing over to Emily Bland, who's in the water now for Fairham Romance. These teams are seeded with Southampton first, with Winchester second, and Rushmore third. So that's this is how it should be on paper, but Southampton now have a 5-metre advantage. And we see that stretching out now as they work through. This is the final leg. 100 metres to go. Winchester turning now. Can Rushmore catch Winchester? Is the question we're all asking. Fairham turning 100 metres to go. One team's now in their final leg. Southampton holding on to a lead. Remains about 5 metres. Southampton touching the wall there, 9:18. Winchester coming in second, 3 seconds behind in the end. Rushmore unable to catch them. Emily Colbicott there, 9:29 for Rushmore. Emily Bland here, bringing it home for Fairham. Final few metres, touching the ball.
The second and final heat, referee. lane 1 is Easy Swimming Club and in the water is Ella Scott. Lane 2, Bakerstoke Blueprints, Freya Berry. Lane 3, Rushmore Royals A, Justin Andrews. Lane 4, Portsmouth North Sea A, Oscar Smith. Lane 5, Western Barracuda A, Oriana Wheeler. Lane 6 is Southampton A, Emily Stevenson. Lane 7, Winchester City A, Nick Thorpe. And lane 8, Capital Juvenile A, Andy Bryant. So the fastest time of the previous season is 9:18.34. On paper, all of the teams in the water are in front of this. The fastest teams were Portsmouth North Sea A, and they ended with 8:27.54. Then there's Postage Barracuda with 8:36.62. And then the teams from Rushmore Royals and City Southampton were very close together. Rushmore Royals were 8:44.17 and City Southampton were 8:45 on those. So as we approach the first changeover, we've got Portsmouth North Sea and the City of Southampton touching together. In the water for Eastleigh, Lily Shaw, Bateson Lucan, Rebecca Johnston, for Rushmore Royals is Maisie Brown, of course with Wilson, Rosa Brilliant. Postage Barracuda is Megan Carter, City of Southampton, A is Tia Thurston, Winchester City A, Emily Bissett, and Capital Juvenile is Sophie Stewart. The combined age of Capital Water 28, it's having Jonas to operate to 7, Emily Water 11, Sophie's going to 14. Moving 10, just over 3 tenths of a second, separating the first and second in this day. Nothing between Portsmouth and Southampton. Also looking very interesting, Hamilton Waterlooville and Winchester City. And in 2 and 3 between Bateson Lucan and Rushmore Royals. So lots of mini battles going on in this race. So Rosa Breen has grabbed his leg at the scruff of the neck and she's pulled out quite a sizable lead now for Portsmouth. So 4:17.12. This is Southampton going with 4:22.41, but of course anything can happen as we go into the second half of this race. Rushmore, Bateson Blueprints, they still neck and neck in their mini battle. Winchester have taken away a little bit from Hamilton Waterlooville in their battle for third. Into the water safely, so in 1 for Eastleigh we've got Jessica Hayward-Crozier, in 2 for Bateson Blueprints, Elizabeth Dutman, 3 for Portsmouth North Sea is Ava Crosswell. Sorry, 3 for Rushmore Royals is Amy Crosswell, and 4 for Portsmouth North Sea is Simon Saul, 5 5 for Postage or Barracuda is Anthony Wiley, 6 for City Southampton is Libby Gordon, and 7 Winchester City Matilda Biggs, and 8 for Hackney Waterloo is Peter Hart.
Results for event 44. This is the open male 16 and under 200 metre freestyle relay. Your bronze medalists were the City of Southampton. 18, that's Henry Barker, Oliver Grabowski, Mitchell Rolls and Damien Fatchett-Krieger. The silver medalists are the Basingstoke Bluefins 18, Cameron Masson, Rigel Bomick, Oliver Berry and Ethan Andrews. The gold and the 2026 Hampshire County Champions. Portsmouth North Sea 18, Zeb Stevenson, Andrew Noakes, Jack Stoneman and Finn Mose. So congratulations to them, winning time 1 minute 40.76.
So Portsmouth still out in front, City of Southampton in second. Wiley for Postage Shore, looking comfortably moment in third. Rushmore, Basingstoke Bluefins still locked together. And Winchester City went fourth. And the swim will easily safely in the water, so we have for this third leg. From East, we've got Justice and Henry Crozier, Basingstoke Bluefins 8, Elizabeth London. Apologies, wonderful. So Eastleigh, we've got Alana Maddock, Basingstoke Bluefins is Lauren Moran, Rushmore Royals, Scarlston Burrows. Portsmouth North Sea 8, Matilda Bassendale, Postage or Barracuda, Orla Baby, City Southampton 8, Daniela Bresner. In 7, Winchester City 8 is Callum Moreira, and 8 for Waterlooville is Lauren Reed. So still all of those clubs from the south coast of Hampshire who are leading this race. Rushmore Royals have managed to break free from Basingstoke Bluefins. Seconds between Portsmouth North Sea and City of Southampton. Postage Shore turning in third. And Rushmore in fourth at the moment. Five, 6 and 7, quite close together. But it's Matilda Bassendale from Portsmouth North Sea who brings it home. Second, City of Southampton. Third, Postage Shore Barracuda. Fourth, Rushmore Royals. Fifth, Winchester City.
Next event is event 46, men's 800 metres freestyle relay, swum in 2 heats, heat 1, referee. is William Royston. 4, swimming for Hammond, Waterlooville, Zach Baker. 5, representing Basingstoke Bluefields, Cameron Masson. That's it. Body length ahead of the other two competitors, Fairham and Hammond, and Waterlooville. Long way to go, of course, in this race. From that point, actually, first leg, Basingstoke, Hammond, and Fairham in that order, very close again. So second leg on the way. In the water we have Noah Hamlet, swimming for Fairham, Otis Spear for Hammond to Waterlooville, and Ethan Andrews from Basingstoke and Bluefield.
Sorry we haven't been able to read out some messages for YouTube. Unfortunately, we're not able to use the Wi-Fi here to the live feed, so we'll have to our latest ones. Anyway, we have some messages for the shout out to all the managers of Hammond Waterlooville who celebrated their 60th birthday today. So happy 60th birthday.
Pulling away from the rest of the moment. Otis Spear from Hammond Waterlooville in the second pull, and Noah Hamlet is the third. Approaching their final turn. Approaching halfway in the race. Basingstoke team haven't taken about half a minute's advantage against the entry times. Basingstoke really putting the foot down now. Third leg underway now. 7-8 second advantage. 8-second advantage there over Hammond Waterlooville. Probably a similar distance or time ahead of the Fairham team who are now in the water. So that's a 9-second advantage. pulled out a huge lead now ahead of the Havant swimmers. Patterson, 5:30. So Richard Fleming here for Basingstoke, coming home at the end of the third leg. Berry now taken over for Basingstoke. Going to set down the mark before the teams are next week, for sure. David Benson there, handed over to Oliver Freemantle from Havant, who's second in the pool at this point in time. And Fareham coming in, that's Robert Harris from Fareham. Just coming in, handing over to Jamie Reader from Fareham.
Bit of cricket news, I think it's interesting. Game in the World Cup tonight. Went to the final ball against the pool. And England won by 4 runs. They announced the cricket back and the draws of the beats. But this is noteworthy because the outdoors too is all round the outdoors.
Ollie Berry there with 100 metres to go. All these teams are way behind their entry times. Ollie Berry there, the first 8:40. 8:40, that's Basingstoke team, 8:40. Hampton Waterlooville now coming in second. Time of just outside 9 minutes. Ferdinand somewhere outside. Raul De Gregorio, Rushmore Royals of the Watson 0.4. Fifth place was Park 0.4.
Bayside Blueprints is Reese Capri, in 7 for Portsmouth North is Vic Moans, and 8 for City of Southampton being Lucas Perks. Portsmouth and Southampton all together in the middle of the game. So the end of that first leg is Portsmouth in lane 4, 157.1, followed by Southampton, 159.6. These two front-place clubs dominating early in this relay. In the water for Winchester City, we've got Miles Leather. For Buffalo Royals, Kieran Howland. Places your Barracuda is Spike Jinks. Portsmouth North Sea A is Adam and Corley Wright. City of Southampton A is Alexander Calbrabor. Bayside Blueprints A, Cameron Robinson. Portsmouth North Sea B, Oliver Lawson. And for City of Southampton B is Joshua Pedra. Still very tight between Portsmouth and Southampton in lanes 4 and 5. A nice little battle going on in lanes 1 and 3 between Winchester City and Beausejour. Not to miss out, still in lane number 8 there for City Southampton B as well. So Portsmouth looks as if they stretch out a bit more of a lead on this leg. With Jack Strowman into the water, 5 seconds ahead of Zuma from Southampton. With Damien Faxek-Rigier. So breaking over to third and fourth at the moment. In the water for Winchester City, Easton Hugh. For Russell Royals, Oliver Brown. Beausejour Barracudas, Bailey Crosland. Portsmouth North Sea A, Jack Stoneman. City Southampton A, Damien Faxek-Rigier. Bayside Blueprints A, Oliver Pedra. And Portsmouth North Sea B is Lucas Lovell. And City Southampton B is Connor Walker. So that lead has just been cut back a little bit by the Southampton swimmer. Bayside Blueprints turning in third, and a 3-second lead over City Southampton B in lane 8. Jack Stoneman is now pulled away again a little bit more from Southampton. So that lead is now being pushed down to about 6.3 seconds. The Southampton swimmer has certainly entered with a little bit of determination. And Zeb Stevenson also going very strong there since lane number 4, so he's been a strong first 50 of his leg. The lead staying roughly the same, so Portsmouth A in the lead, City of Southampton A in second. Where will be the run of the presentation? So maybe he's pulled back a couple of tenths. So Archie turn of a Basingstoke. But it looks like it's going to be Stevenson from Portsmouth North Sea A. They are going to bring this home. A fantastic swim from Henry Parker, City of Southampton in second. Who managed to close the gap just a shade there. Fantastic time, 8:01.93 for Portsmouth North Sea A, 8:05.71 for City of Southampton, and 8:22.5 for He's looking very pleased with himself. He's close to the lane. So thank you everybody, that concludes this session. And we have the time somewhere for the next warm-up. Officials, I think that means we can release you.